Yo, what is up, fellow Vault Hunters? This is Robert here again with another Borderlands video. This time after the Mayhem 2.0 update, 2.0 update with the Cartel as well. And yeah, what can I say? After like 1.5 days of farming, I actually managed to get myself some pretty neat weapons. Upgrading, I started straight from Mayhem 6 because it's comparably difficult to how difficult Mayhem 4 was before, and then worked my way up Mayhem 7, 8, and then after 8 I jumped straight to 10. On 10 I do have still some difficulties if the mods are just right, so it takes a while to roll the mods a way that I don't instantly fall over. I especially hate these death skulls that put you into fight for life immediately if they touch you and are just unkillable. Right now you see me here running a cartel boss with the healing orbs that surround enemies, with speed. Also I get speed after killing enemies. I forgot the third mod, and the fourth is the very hard mod, is that I can only get crits. So body shots deal only 50% damage and crits deal 20% more damage, so making basically body shots almost like completely ineffective. But still, with the correct weaponry, I'm actually able to one-shot the boss. And this weaponry being the yellow cake, which is the new COV launcher you can get from the bosses in the cartel event, and this is pretty hilarious. Also, the OPQ system, another weapon that you get from the mini bosses from this event, is absolutely shredding. I have another clip here from Money One Takedown. So this is also this is at Mayhem 10, same mods, and you can see the Q system absolutely shreds. The anointment here is that I deal more damage when I'm below 50% health, which is like almost never. So this might as well not be anointed at all, and it still shreds like crazy. And here I'm switching over to the launcher again, to the yellow cake. The yellow cake, I've seen hits with this thing upwards of 15 million. So it's multiple hits, of course, but if one shot is able to inflict 15 million on a mob on Mayhem 10, this is pretty impressive. And unfortunately, I cannot use it close range because it does deal splash damage and a lot of it. So whenever things get too close, I switch over to the Q system and try to work the stuff down there as well. But eventually, like especially the drones, they have so much HP, and I still have not figured out where their crit spot is. So essentially, whenever I'm shooting them with the Q system, with those Mayhem mods, I basically only deal 50% damage, which is why working down this Mega Death Sphere takes for ages until I finally learn to switch back to the launcher, grab the thing, and then I can make short work of it. Then the Wotan kill, that was pretty interesting as well. I thought I would try it with this weapon. I do have a Sandhawk, a corrosive Sandhawk, but I thought it would be pretty fun to try it with the launcher. And sure enough, one round of this completely broke his shield, and the next shot, or the next couple of shots, faced him there as well, and also faced the shield phase. I don't know how. Probably it was a damage over time. The damage over time hit must have been so massive that it broke its shield. Then obviously, as soon as he's up there, the range of the launcher isn't that good. So, or you only have a certain range, and you can't. It's very hard to reach Wotan up there. So I tried it with the Q system, and you can see, especially with since the Q system in this instance only deals 50% damage, actually not much happens, and it took me a while until I switched over to the Sandhawk. Sandhawk, obviously, absolutely disgusting damage for a sniper. Even here, the 50% not hitting crits is making good work of Wotan. I play a little bit silly here. I think I also go down and then get out my yellow cake again, try to nuke this, bring Wotan to half health, and then I think I didn't even go inside his shield. I just waited until the badasses spawn so I can face grasp and then shoot, and then that broke both shield phases. And then the last phase is a little bit hectic because I was basically way too slow with shooting this thing at whatever, but still in the end managed to down Wotan, even though it was not the cleanest takedown. And I guess if the mods weren't in my favor, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And also with this crazy weapon, it was actually not that hard as soon as you can land those hits. And that's also, I mentioned it in my Wotan video that you should try to kill the upper half first. And here I also probably should have done that. But yeah, with the Sandhawk, absolutely no problem. So to switch over to the character very quickly. There it is. This is the OPQ system that I was using. So it's non-elemental, and I get bonus radiation damage when I'm under 50% health, which is almost nothing because since this new patch, Infusion actually works together with Sustainment even for non-elemental weapons. So this thing also heals me like crazy. And yeah, also found a Brainstormer with 200% damage on ASA, which is quite nice also for healing. The Sandhawk anointment is just increased accuracy and handling, which is basically not an anointment. And then the yellow cake has the probably momentarily bugged 300 increased weapon damage against enemies above 90% health. If the enemy doesn't have health, this is basically up all the time. This is why it works so great against Wotan, but they're probably going to patch that. And that's the current state. I'm having a lot of fun with this, going to continue to farm probably more Sandhawks and more OPQ systems, and maybe another yellow cake with a different anoint as soon as they fix it. That's it. Thanks for watching, and see you later.